Think about, like, typically if you're going to start a company, having selfish goals is not going to be as good of an approach as serving a purpose.
Absolutely.
So if your mission statement serves a purpose, customers will resonate with that.
All right, welcome to the Profit Dig Live. That's what we're calling it.
That's right, man.
It's messed up.
For a while now.
All right,
Got it. See,
what's up, guys?
what's going on, Jack?
Hey,
Oh man, just happy to be hanging out here on a Wednesday evening when we get together after hours and
That's right.
talk about our business and do some videos and try to help the people out there. We got no Jeff Spencer tonight.
yeah.
What do you have, Jeff
We're sorely missing Jeff Spencer for sure.
Well,
I don't know if we always give good advice, but we give advice.
we do our best. You know.
That's right.
Yeah. Maybe you can let us know. Is it good advice, bad advice?
Or we provide,
Leave a comment below.
Yeah, man.
How much you
we
appreciate
provide opinions.
your opinions. You know what?
E-
Yes. Yeah.
Even if y'all think we're a bunch of idiots, I'd like some comments. You know, let us know.
I want to know about it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You need to do some calibration. That's all right.
yeah.
Exactly.
Well, man, I was thinking. I had an interesting topic.
What you got?
I took a leadership course 2 years ago, and I think it was about 2 years ago, and something stuck with me from that course. Like, you know, you take a lot of courses, there's a lot of woo-woo and that type of leadership.
Oh, sure.
You know, a lot of it's intangible. But there was one topic that really hammered down the idea for me, and it was a small section of the training. It was like a week-long training plus a whole bunch of other stuff. But this one little segment, I think I spent 10 minutes watching a video about it. And it was a cameraman going around interviewing people from a particular airline company. And I think it was a Latin American airline company. Like, probably nothing anybody would be familiar with unless you travel internationally. But the company name's not important. What's important is this guy went around asking everyone in that company. They all had T-shirts on. It was at the airport where there's plenty of airline companies. But he stopped. I forget, like, countless employees. And it didn't matter who he stopped to talk to. He said, "What's your primary objective at this company? Or what's your goal?" You know, some variation of that question. And without fail, every single person, straight down to the janitor, said, "We get our clients there on time."
Yes, Lord. Yeah.
Mission statement. And I thought, man, isn't that, it's like a cool idea that, like, and this is a company, maybe 1,000 employees or more, you know. It didn't matter who you talk to. If you say, "What's your company all about? What do you do?" Every single response, "We get our customers there on time."
You know?
Well, so everybody within that organization, from top to bottom, regardless of your daily activity, is you have the common goal.
That's right, yeah. And sometimes you'll see like a mission statement. It's real convoluted and
Like
not a correct.
yeah, like
Yeah.
makes sense.
Yeah, you know, it's like something you read on a back of a card or something.
Right.
Not this company. It was very concrete, very clear. Like,
You know, that's very smart too.
Yeah.
To condense it down to something so pure and straightforward.
yeah.
Everybody can remember it. Everybody can understand it.
And you know, like each person in their job is dealing with umpteen levels of BS.
Oh yeah.
But all that is secondary to the idea that our customers need to get to their destination on time.
So,
And I think there's something powerful behind that. So, you know, I've always thought, like, 'cause, you know,
well, especially today, not to interrupt, but now it's like right side up. We'll get you there.
yeah. Yeah,
I couldn't help myself.
I hear you. But I think that's something to think about now. If you're starting a business, it can be real easy to get distracted and think about all these interesting different things you can do about the company or within your company. Maybe you want to be really diverse. Maybe you want to grow to a big company. Maybe you want to stay small. Doesn't really matter. As long as, regardless of how you run your company, you still know at the end of the day, what is your key objective in that company? And in construction, you know, it's like, maybe you install pools, right? And your company mission statement or your primary goal is we want to make sure people can swim. You know, I mean, I don't know, right? You know, I can't.
Or we'll bring your family together. We bring families.
We bring, yes,
You know.
whatever.
Sure.
Like a. It's too bad Jeff Spencer's not here. Like a underground company. We keep the water flowing.
Yeah.
You know. So,
That's right.
Yeah.
Anyway, point being, whatever you do, come up with that.
Yeah.
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 It sounds real simple. But I think if you put some real thought into it, it could make your vision or your goal that you have for your company. And maybe your goal is not something that you want to share with customers. Maybe your goal is, I want to be filthy rich. You know, like I don't know. I can't tell you what your mission statement should be, but think about, like, typically if you're going to start a company, having selfish goals is not going to be as good of an approach as serving a purpose.
Absolutely.
So if your mission statement serves a purpose, customers will resonate with that.
Yeah, well, it pisses me off if I'm the guy with the shovel and I'm like, my boss will make him filthy rich.
Yeah.
So there's a gentleman I really like named Rick Rule. You know what's in Rick Rule? Very famous investor, trader. But he talks about he became extremely wealthy when he stopped thinking about money and just focused on rendering the absolute best service for his customer. You know, and then the money flowed
It's
in.
a byproduct.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah. So that's really the way to think
Hey,
about
you
it.
hear that a lot too, especially from people who are wildly successful. Obviously, if you're struggling, you're thinking about money, right? But there will be a point where you need to transition out of that mindset and think about, what is the real goal of what I'm trying to do here, right?
And you know, and so like whatever specialty you have in the construction industry or any other industry, just be the best at it. Be
best.
really, really good. Focus on that, and then you know, all the financial goals is kind of
Well, and it also, one of the things that bigger companies struggle with is people not really understanding what role they play. Right. And that impacts job satisfaction. But like, if your company doesn't really have a mission statement that's clear, your employees may not know why their job is important. Right. Like, there should be a reason you have the job, not just to employ you, which I mean is nice, but why are you doing the things that you do? And if the things that you're actively doing don't contribute towards that key goal, maybe they're not worth doing, or minimizing as much as possible,
Right.
or finding a solution to minimize them.
Yeah, it's like, it's kind of funny, guys. I mean, like, we've been in business for years at Profit Dig. Now it just occurred to me that we need to work on our mission statement.
I think it's time to review it.
I think it's time to review it.
Well, I it's not really a mission statement, I guess. You know, the thing we always say about it is easy job bidding and costing for construction contractors.
Yeah.
That's what we sell, but
That's not the mission.
right. I guess that's really
I
not.
don't know if we've formalized it, but for me, it's the market that we're in is super competitive, and there's a lot of old giants in this market.
Yeah.
And those old giants are real comfy
They are.
where they're at,
They're very
and they're very expensive, and they like to nickel and dime you.
They do.
And we don't. We're very straightforward with our pricing, and we're probably too generous on our refunds if you don't like the price.
Probably.
But we're not here to necessarily take.
Although our terms do state that.
We could.
There are no.
We could. The terms do allow us.
Yeah.
But we do. We want to provide a strong product that meets the expectations that nothing else on the market meets for that price point.
Yeah.
And when we add new features, we're not charging you extra money for those new features. They're in the price that you have. And there's something real simple and straightforward about that. There's no BS. You get what you're getting, and any new things, you get that too.
Yeah. Well, no. Well, you know, and we also don't offer every feature, you know, known to man. A lot of these other applications will sell as add-on modules or whatnot, but our core product does two things that does them extremely well: bidding and costing.
Yes.
So you know where you're potentially making your
Easy job bidding and costing for construction contractors.
That's it.
Y'all ought to check us out. $99 a month. Get you started. That's ridiculous.
It is stupid.
That is cheap. In this market, that is dirt cheap.
It's just dumb. But you better take it.
One day we might raise that price.
I mean, possibly.
It's possible, yeah.
But I definitely don't agree with modules.
I don't like modules either.
You know, and I got this, but I just signed up, you know, March Madness. It's that time of year.
Oh, yeah.
I just signed up for Max, but I couldn't just get Max to get CBS? No, it was True TV, TNT, and TBS.
Oh,
I had to get Max with the Showtime.
Oh, right.
You know, it's like I was expecting to go there and sign up for Max for a certain price. And I get in there and it's like what I want doesn't come with it. I got to get this additional thing.
Right.
And, you know, I paid it because I'm a sucker. But it was still cheaper than like Sling or Fubo or something like that.
Point being, we don't do that.
We don't do that, and we don't like that. So.
I mean, we have quit eating eggs here at Profit Egg HQ so we could keep our price at $99.
I've got 12 chickens, so I'm eating eggs every day.
Oh, that's great. Yeah.
White rich man.
You should not have said that. Yeah.
It's a gold mine.
People are going to look you up, and they're going to figure out where these chickens are.
That being said, we eat a lot of eggs, too. I got a bunch of people in my house.
We do, too. We source them locally, but I don't know. That's a project we're looking into. Going back to so anyway, we got way off.
We're rambling a little bit.
So while you're here, man, subscribe to the channel, like the video, check us out at profitegg.com, where the world's easiest to use construction, bidding, and costing solution, and it's only $99. We'll see you soon.
Later. See ya.